Hello, how's it going? I'm gonna go live for a little bit here. I'm gonna be drawing. I'm gonna be drawing into this shredder that I did, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna talk a little bit about drawing, and hopefully you'll learn a little bit of something here. Got this Ninja Turtle up here as well. Man, I left this shredder here for a while. Like I really should have been filling it out a little bit more, But I was just like, you know what? It's fine. It's not a big deal. And then, a few months go by, and I'm like, dang, this shredder is still sitting here, and I haven't like tried to like make any attempt to finish it or push it forward or anything like that. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about art. Also, if you have any questions, let me know. This pen, by the way, is new. I don't know what it is. I found it at Michael's. There you go. Food in no. It's okay. It's pretty good. If I draw with it more, I will let you know. I wanted something with a little bit of variety. I didn't want anything too thin, although I do like those really thin ones I always use. But I wanted something that can go from thick to thin. Kind of like a brush pen, but not quite that hard. Like because a brush pen, it goes really, really hard, right? So I'm just going to go over here and kind of drawing around the armor of the shoulder over here. So real quick, what do I want to talk about really fast? I want to talk to you a little bit about cleanliness. It's really important, and I want to talk to you about why that's really important. Cleanliness, at least within your line work. And it's not just line work. It's also just your shading and anything that you decide to do. If you get your stuff, like you get your drawings cleaner, even though technically it's not any different, it will upgrade your drawing like tenfold. I'm not joking. So if you have like a messy hand and you have that habit, if you just clean that up without even like getting better in any other way, right? If you just clean the drawings up as as far as like your line art is not shaky or weird or wobbly like that, it will upgrade your drawing so much that this is like without learning anatomy. This is without learning any structural thing, without learning whatever. At the same level you're at right now, and maybe you kind of jumble your lines a little bit. If you just learn to clean that up, right? You learn to draw instead of like a wiggly line up, you draw like a scratchy all over the place line. And I don't mean scratchy in the that stylistic sense, but I'm talking if you have like a scratchiness where it's gross, you just clean that up, work on that, and it's gonna improve like the way your stuff looks to almost everybody. Try to do that. How do you do that? I'm gonna tell you how to do that. Okay. I'm gonna tell you how to do that. Let me see. On a separate piece of paper, real quick. I'm gonna fold this piece of paper right here, and I'm gonna show you real quick how to do it. So grab any piece of paper, real fast. It's gonna take a second, okay, and then we'll get back to shredder. Let me just put it right here. I want you to draw a dot, right? Draw a dot over here on the other side of the page, and I want you with one stroke to try to connect that dot. So start from here and try to connect it. The paper's kind of up a little bit, but let's take a shot. Ready? 1, 2, 3, boom. Little bit off, right? Let me try it one more time. 1, 2, 3. A little bit over. One more. Dang, a little bit below. Okay, I cheated that one. That was pretty close. Now you go back, right? Same thing. Put another dot over here, another dot over here. Boom. Try to connect it as well. Different directions. Move at the elbow right now. See, I'm moving at the elbow and shoulder. I'm not anchoring my hand right here. I'm moving at my elbow and shoulder right there. See how it's easier to do that. Your range of motion is better. And I'm just kind of anchoring with like a knuckle over here, my pinky, and it gives you way better range of motion. Do that all over the place. Touch here, try to hit that in one shot. I still do these as for warm-ups, by the way, right? And I've been doing this for years, and I still I'm off a little bit, but sometimes you'll start to get in the zone where you're like, boom, right at it. Do that, and your line art's going to start getting cleaner and cleaner. Like without even you trying. You're just gonna you're gonna train yourself to not have to pull like, you know what I'm saying? Try that out. That helped me. I still do that. It helps a ton, like a ton. And you'll start seeing a change if you do that every day for like 3 weeks, something like that. But I mean, I still do them. It just helps because I think unconsciously your hand, when you start kind of just drawing scratchy wise, I think you're searching for lines when you draw scratchy. And some people really know how to do it and it makes it look really good sometimes. But I think most people, it looks just messy and screwed up. So try that out. Yeah. Because like I said, cleanliness is the best, really. And this is coming from me, by the way. I used to be very, very, very heavy-handed, which would make a lot of my stuff very, very messy as well back in the day, because I had such a heavy hand. I don't know what the heck happened. And then you get people who have the opposite issue, right, where they draw way too light. One of my buddies is like that. He was like that a lot, where everything he draws is just like you can barely see it. I'm like, what is that? You're like afraid to commit those lines. But yeah, let me see. I'll think of more thoughts around that in a minute here. Right now I'm just kind of going over Shredder over here and not getting too over the moon about anything different. I just want to draw these spikes going down over here, right? Kind of attach. I always thought Shredder belonged in Mortal Kombat. Like, I don't know if there's like a DLC with him in it. Is there? I don't think there is, right? I always thought he looked like a Mortal Kombat character. I don't know why. I always just kind of thought that. But over time, let's go back to cleanliness. Over time, here's the truth too, as well, because I have another friend who's very, very messy with his drawing. You don't want to say like you're doing that style without, actually doing that style, right? There is a messy style where you can make it look really well, but those are people that have been drawing for years and are super trained and they decide to do that for like, maybe they want more energy in what they're doing. But then there's other people I know who like try to do that same thing without knowing anything, and you know what I mean, and that messy style, and it goes south, and you're just like, ew, that looks gross. They look like hairy people, or something like that, and it's not supposed to be that way. So never fall into the thing where, I know you guys have heard this, right? It's a meme, right? Oh, it's just my style, right? If something's bad, you're just like, oh, it's just the style that, no. Your style's not to be bad, like don't make that excuse, because I don't think I ever said that about myself back in the day either. I was like, oh, it's just a style, I don't think I ever did that. But yeah, going over here and I'm trying to find his far side shoulder a little bit. You guys can like barely see it. It's kind of over here. Not really sure what else to add on him as well. I want to add little details to this guy, to Shredder here. So I'm trying to like make stuff up on the fly. I'm like, all right, what's a little detail I can add in the line art to make it look a little bit more, give it a little bit more oomph. I need that complexity somewhere. And it's probably going to be in the cloth over here where there's a tightening going on here at the front. So that's most likely what I'm going to do. Alrighty. Going back over here. I still have a hard time hitting my deadlines with art as well. I don't know why that is. Even if somebody gives me like a long time, I'm just like, I put it off to like the last bit. Some of the problems that you have in art are, things that you work on for, you could say a lifetime, but I like saying like over the course of 10 years or something, right? Things change so slowly, it's hard to notice when they changed. That's why it feels like sometimes you're like not improving, but you might be without knowing. Because that's a lot of people. And I know it sounds cheesy, but like, don't give up, that's the truth. Don't give up. Just keep doing it. And I don't mean like, don't give up, like, push yourself to this level that you can't. I'm telling you, don't give up, like, just do what you can. Draw a little bit every day. Draw like 20 minutes. Just doodle. You don't have to like, push yourself that hard or anything, but just doodle something. And then, and if you feel you're at the point of like, hey, I want to train, harder at it, then do that. It's not going to be, It's not going to be the worst thing in the world. I don't know why I'm having a hard time thinking today. That's because like I didn't sleep that well yesterday. Oh, yeah, St. Patrick's Day is coming. Going over here. I am posting these a lot on the YouTube channel, and I want to start another YouTube channel where I just kind of talk into the camera, right? But like addressing stuff within art, like, are you too old to start drawing? Or what's another one? You know, what's a common one? Do I need to go to art school? Which I've kind of answered on here a couple of times. But, all right. It's looking okay. I'm going to erase some of those lines right there because, and I cannot find the eraser. But I wanted to erase those lines because they're kind of right here. They're a little bit in the, they're getting in my field, right? Their vision here. I want to be able to see it a little bit better. And you know what? I seriously cannot find a single eraser, even though I always have one. Okay, found an eraser. So, kind of cleaning this up gives me a good idea. And I use a kneaded eraser, by the way. I think every other eraser is like terrible. But cleaning this up over here to kind of get a little bit more of a clean vision to it. 1 second so I can see there. So I want to get a little bit more of a clean vision. Alrighty. Over here. I don't know why. When I come on here, sometimes people try to go live with me. But I don't think it's people watching this either, by the way. Sometimes it's like literally not people watching this. I'm like, who is that? Like, all right. Again. Sorry. All right. Yep. Shredder. Let me do a little bit more work on here, and then I'll just call it an evening here. I just wanted to come on a little bit to kind of talk a little bit about drawing in general, because I've been going live a lot, and yeah, again, today I'm a little tongue-tied. Normally I can ramble for hours on stuff, but today, I don't know. I feel a little bit different. But using this pen's pretty good. I can go from thick to thin pretty easily. I do like it. I'm a little bit worried about how long it'll last, because sometimes they tend to, I don't know. It gets gross in here in the sketchbook, and it kind of moves. If you've noticed that too, like I try not to draw with pencil as much in the sketchbook because of that. You'll open it up, it'll be like kind of smeared. I get that a lot. Thanks so much, Bald Head Smooth. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Alrighty, going over here now. What can I add to him? I'm thinking, all right, well, what can I add as far as making a little bit, more complicated? More little spikes over here. I wanted to add a little bit of tech in here, but to be honest, it's not going to fit anymore. I didn't really make room for it initially because I've been really into drawing tech lately. But you know what? That's fine. Maybe I can add a little bit of something over here. Like what would be here that would be tech related over here down by the shoulder? I put Cowabunga collection. You're right. Yeah, that Cowabunga collection. That's yeah. I really want them to make one because they've been making a lot of collections of older games, and I'm like really excited. I got the Jurassic Park one. I haven't played it yet, but I got it. And then I got one of I think it was the Capcom one, and they came out with did they come out with a Street Fighter one lately with versus Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom? I can't remember. They came out with another one where I'm like, I want that so bad. So yeah, I'm loving these collections that they're coming out with, and I'm over here kind of like, everybody's like, you're paying for the same game, but like, dude, like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe, I guess, but I'm like, I like it, so I want it. Okay, anyways, that's it. I just came out for a little bit to chat and draw a little bit more. Hopefully that helped a little bit. I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll talk later on, okay? See you around, guys. Thank you, man.